Hi, this is Morry Mannies for the Muncie Central Bearcats. 1979 was another exceptional year for the purple and white. Many fans thought when the Bearcats and the Anderson Indians faced each other at the North Walnut Street Field House on January 10th, it could be the preview of the state championship final. The Bearcats raised their 1978 championship banner that night and defeated the Indians 86-77. Just 2.5 months later, the Bearcats and Indians met again. This time it was March 24th and the 1979 state finals. We go to courtside at Market Square Arena with the Bearcats leading and 6 seconds showing on the clock.
64-58. 6 seconds to play. Down it goes. That's for Teague. The shot's good. It's 64-60. The ball game is over. The ball game is over. The Bearcats have won the state championship. The Bearcats have won the state championship for the second year in a row. They've won their 7th state championship. The final score, 64 for the Muncie Central Bearcats and 60 for the Anderson Indians. And the Bearcats are number 1 in the state of Indiana one more time. 7 for the purple and white Muncie Central Bearcats. It's Bearcat Magic 1979.
We now retrace the steps of the Bearcats' march to their 7th state crown, and I'll bring you highlights of Bearcat Magic 1979. The Bearcats finished the season with a 15-5 record, and they overpowered a young Cowan team in the sectional opener, 87-34. Next, the Cats had to face the Southside Rebels, who had defeated them 63-57 in double overtime during the regular season. It was 26-23 Central at halftime, and the Bearcats began to draw away late in the third period. Let's go to the North Walnut Street Field House with less than 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Avila on the outside is triple teamed to McCullum. They got a man open, they don't see him. McCullum dribbling on the outside. Now he's double teamed. He gets it to Steve Avila. Now to Bridges. Bridges open from 15. Good. 42-30. Bearcats by 12. Their biggest margin. A minute to play, third period. Johnson across the timeline. Looks right. Gets Lewis. Lewis against the zone. The Bearcat zone this third period has been outstanding. Lewis to Johnson to Benford. Benford on the move. They can't get it to Childress. That's the problem. He had 32 in the first game. Johnson missing the shot. Bridges again. Bridges right now rebounding like he did in the Anderson game. He's on the boards like a bear. 42-30. Central by 12. 37 seconds to play in the third period. Out to McCullum. McCullum back to Avila. They'll freeze it for the final shot. Bridges open. Now to Rory. To Bridges. Outside to McCullum. The Bearcats have probably turned in one of the smartest quarters of basketball I've seen all year. Carmichael back to McCullum with 20 seconds. McCullum whirls around, takes it back to the front court. What a game he's played with 15 points. Rory with 11. Back to Avila with 10. Steve is double teamed. He wrinkles inside, coming all the way, missing a lay-in. 4 seconds. We've got traveling on Southside. Into Bridges, firing, hitting! Bridges from 30 feet! Troy Bridges hits from 30 feet as the gun sounds and the third quarter is over. The Bearcats lead by 14.
The Bearcats won going away 63-38, and Ray McCullum was the leading scorer with 17 points. It was on to the sectional finals to face the Titans of Northside. The Cats were seeking their 40th sectional crown and had defeated the Titans 92-61 in regular season, but they later forfeited the game because of an ineligible player. As expected, it was a tight contest, and with 7 seconds to go in the third quarter, Central led 39-36.
Here's Avila, top of the circle. Bearcats will take it in a little more now. Back to Avila after the pass from Rory. Over to Ricky Level, who's come back in. Level was a spark plug in that first half, particularly the second quarter when he had a couple of buckets. McCullum down the lane. Corner to Carmichael, passed up the shot. Back to Level, over to McCullum. McCullum really directing this attack. He's taken over the Jack Moore position of last year. Now Avila, who can handle the ball equally as well, goes to Level. 3 guards out there, and they're all good ball handlers. They're all quick, and they can all shoot. 40 seconds to play. Central by 5. This is far from over. We're going to have a good fourth period, I can bet you. McCullum in the corner to Carmichael. Passed up another 12-foot shot. I think Carmichael has to take that shot, but he's not doing it. Out to McCullum. But, of course, Harold's still ahead by 5.
And they're playing for the last shot. They're winding the clock down. We have a personal foul out on the court. This time, Dave Jurison whistled for the personal. That's 2 against Dave.
Well, let's see who goes to the free throw line with 22 seconds to play. 39-34. It's steady Ray McCullum. He is now hit 7 out of 8. 7 out of 8 for Ray McCullum.
13 points.
Tie for the high game honors. Could go all alone with 14 now. Set by Ray McCullum. He missed one. Rebound Bays. Bays takes it off for North down to Duerson. Left corner, Nomchev. North has to be patient now. 15 seconds to play. They need the good shot. They'd like to hold it to the end, get a basket, trail by 3 to start the fourth period. Humphrey, a good fake. The shot, he missed it. He got fouled by Rory. Third foul on Rick Rory. Eddie Humphrey will be at the line with 7 seconds to play. Third period. Troy Bridges comes back in for the main reason. 7 seconds to go. They may need a long bombardier after getting the ball, so he'll be in for long range. Eddie Humphrey at the line. Eddie has only 4 tonight. It's up by Eddie. He got it. 5. First free throw hit this game by Humphrey. He's 1 out of 3 now. And looking at 2 out of 4 could narrow the gap to 3 points, and certainly anybody's game at this point. Central led by 11 at halftime. They moved it to 12, but then North started the comeback. The second one's good. 3-point lead. Brad Dobbs is in for Northside. Lovell lost the handle. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Bridges firing. Hit it! Oh! Bridges hits from 30 feet. Troy Bridges puts it in.
And Central won by the final score of 61-48 on the strength of great ball handling. They also hit 31 of 36 free throws, and Ray McCullum again led the way with 21. The Cats were 18-5 and headed to the Newcastle Regional to face the Richmond Red Devils. The Devils had beaten the Bearcats by 1 in regular season play, so the Cats were poised for revenge. The Bearcats trailed Richmond at the end of the first 3 quarters, but they overcame a 6-point deficit in the last 3 minutes of regulation and tied the game at the end of 4 quarters, 54-54. It was another overtime with the Richmond Red Devils. With 2 minutes to play in overtime, Richmond controlled the ball.
54-54, we're tied, and Richmond has had the ball almost the first minute of the overtime now to Mackey. Mackey a dribble to the left side, a pass back to the right side. He gets it off to Kinsey. Kinsey throws it away. McCullum on the interception, and he'll slow it down now. The Bearcats will do the same. 2 minutes to play. McCullum with 1:55 to play in the overtime. We're tied at 54-54. Bearcats in the 4 corners. McCullum backs it up, center circle. Right side back to Steve Avila, 1:42. First overtime, and I say that because I expect more overtimes. 1:37 to play in the overtime. Back to John Carmichael and over to Steve Avila. Richmond has committed 14 errors, the Bearcats only 7. Rory, lead pass Avila, underneath the Bridges. Troy passed up a good shot. Cross-court pass McCullum, 1:21 to play. I tell you, each of these teams do this so well, and the Bearcats are trying to beat Richmond at their own game. 1:12 to play, overtime period number 1. McCullum on the outside, trying to tick the clock down to 1 minute. Now it's back to Avila. Steve Avila penetrating to the lane, back to Rory, back to Steve.
Both teams get an additional timeout in the overtime.
55 seconds to play. The Bearcats still control the ball. Avila, left side, McCullum. McCullum with 49 seconds, fakes inside, brings it outside. There's the pass to Rory. Rory on the left side, double team, gets it back to McCullum, 41 seconds to play, and Ray with 38 will put it in motion now. In, darting out. Ray McCullum will penetrate again. Back outside, off to Rory, 30 seconds to play in the overtime. Rory, back to McCullum with 26 seconds to play in the overtime. The Bearcats have kept the ball the last minute and a half. McCullum back to Rory with 19 seconds to play. Bridges in the corner. McCullum back to Bridges. The shot, no good. Rebound, Bridges, good! Bridges got the rebound, good. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. We've got timeout. Timeout with 6 seconds to play. Richmond kept the ball the first minute of the overtime. Ray McCullum stole the ball. Brought it down. The Bearcats kept it for 1:54 seconds. Bridges missed the 12-foot shot. Got his rebound, and he banged it back in. His 12th point with 9 seconds to play. The only bad thing about the shot, Brad, it came a little early because Richmond now has 6 seconds. They have 6 seconds to tie this game in the first overtime. They will have it underneath their own goal, and Mackey will pass in. I'm not sure why they have it underneath. Timeout was called on the side. It's inbounds. Hanna firing, missing. Rebound. Mackey missing. Bearcats have won. Bearcats have won. The Bearcats have defeated the Richmond Red Devils.
It was Jay County's Patriots and Central's Bearcats in the regional finale. The Bearcats started fast against the Patriots and were in solid control when they all but put the game out of reach in the final 2.5 minutes of the first half.
At center court with 2:31 to play in the first half. Level down to Bridges in the corner. Low posting to Carmichael. Up to the lay and good. What a play by Carmichael. John gets his first field goal. The pass from Bridges. Carmichael just wheeling around to the baseline and scoring. 35-23. Jay down by 12 to the Bearcats with 2:14 to play. Into Snow. Baseline corner shot is short. Carmichael another rebound. Sorry, that's Morry. Down to Carmichael. The lay-in. He missed. Oh, he got it. It almost popped out. I thought he was going to slam jam, and instead he just kind of lifted it over the edge of the rim, and it almost hopped out, but it's good, and John's got 4, and the Bearcats lead by 14. 37-23. Here's Houck walking with the ball. Traveling Jay County. They've traveled the last 2 times down the court. 5 turnovers for them, 5 for the Bearcats. I think it's amazing, Brad, the way the Bearcats start. Get 5 turnovers the first quarter. All of a sudden, Bill settles them down. They have no turnovers in the second quarter.
That's right. Keller out of the lineup now, and back in starting guard Arnie Williams.
Here's Avila. 5 out of 7 from the field. It's up. It's in. 6 out of 8 for Steve, and the Bearcats ahead by 16. A minute ago, they were ahead by 9. Now it's by 16. 39-23, a minute 24 to go. First half, Arnie Williams back to Scott Houck. To Mark McEwen, guarded by Steve Avila. To Arnie Williams, guarded by Ricky Lovell. Back to McEwen, outsider, hitting. McEwen doing a good job tonight. He's got 9. He has 9. Snow has 8. The Bearcats have 39. The Patriots have 25. The 14-point edge with just over a minute to play. Carmichael on the inside. Shot, scoring again. John Carmichael has 3 out of the last 4 Bearcat buckets, and the lead is 16.
Central maintained a large lead throughout the second half and won going away 93-70. Steve Avila led all the scoring with a game-high 22, hitting 11 of 14 from the field. It was on to Hinkle Fieldhouse for the Semi-State and the Sweet 16 for the 29th time, and the Bearcats met Rushville in the afternoon game. The Cats jumped out to a 19-6 first-quarter lead and were never headed and finally won 70-59. Sophomore Rick Rory had an outstanding game with 20 points. The Bearcats were now in the Final 8, and their opponents were the North Central Panthers. The Bearcats were up 14-10 midway in the first period.
On the left side is McCullum. McCullum in the corner. Feeds to Bridges. Bridges back out to Ray. Ray to the right side on the slide. Looks to the wing and gets it over to Avila. To the right side near the sideline. Pulls up. Wants to come back outside to McCullum. Does so. Edge of the key. Moving in. Penetrating. And the shot's no good. The tap's taken off by North Central. Out with the ball is Gordon. We've got traveling foul on Gordon. Turnover North Central. Their first turnover. It'll be Central's ball on the side. So North Central gets his first turnover of the night. The Bearcats have one also. An excellently played first period. It's into Bridges. Bridges standing long range. He's been the hot hand for Central. 3 out of 3 from the field for Troy, and the Bearcats look it over. 2-3 zone. They work against Rory to the left side. On the wing is Rick Rory. Avila on the right side to McCullum. A quick move. Can't get through. Double team. Flips it down to Bridges. On the turn, Troy firing up and hitting. Troy's got 4 out of 4. Perfect night for Bridges. 16-10. Central by 6. Up is Bastian. Bastian works on Steve Avila. Dave Bastian has 2 points in the early going, and Steve sticks with him, but it's in right now, the zone. Right side to Rodez. Rodez off to Gordon. Gordon back out to Rodez. Top of the circle. Bounce pass left. Bastian from Coffin corner. Off the rim. Rebound Bearcats. Avila will slow it down, and the Bearcats will put in the pattern now. Steve, edge of the key. Looks left to Bridges. Floater pass. Troy from long range. Hits again. 5 in a row. Bridges from 30 feet. 18-10. Central High School, and Troy loves this gem. On the right side comes Rodez. Rodez near the circle. At center court, top of the key. Rodez back over to Bastian with a minute 31 to play. First period. Bastian back to Rodez. Right side to play to Gordon. They can't get it into Purnett at this point. They're having difficulty. Livers firing, missing. Rebound. Bridges! What a rebound by Troy. Underneath, it goes to Carmichael. He's up. He's good. Thought it was going to roll off, and it dropped through. 20-10. Central leads. A minute to play. First period. Down comes Bastian. Bastian over to Rodez. Picked up by Bridges. Rodez, left side. There's Livers firing, no good. Rebound, Avila. Foul on Livers. 2 fouls on Greg Livers, and with 55 seconds to play in the first period, Central leads by a 20-10 margin, Brad. Looking good right now. The scribes along press row, as well as the electronic media, felt that the Bearcats were playing as well as they did last year. Here's McCullum.
The referee missed the foul that time.
Yeah, I think Ray got chopped on the arm and no whistle. 22 seconds play. Got to move it. Ray McCullum did not move it in time. I saw that one coming. Ray hesitated too long with 19 seconds to play, and Bill Harrell did not like that turnover. They had a chance for the final shot with 19 seconds to play, leading by 10, and now Ray is outmanned on the jump by Bastian, but the tip by McCullum. Here's Avila. Down to 15 seconds to play, first period. McCullum comes to the left side with 11. They look for Troy with 9. Avila penetrating with 8. Underneath to Carmichael. Lost the ball, picked it up, and hit the lay-in. Carmichael scoring in the first half, so the first quarter's over. The Bearcats lead it 22-10.
The Bearcats continued to lead at half, 26-24. At the third quarter, 36-34. And with 1:09 showing in the final quarter, the Cats were still clinging to a 45-44 margin.
A minute 9. Avila works on Bastian. Now it's to McCullum with a minute 5 to Rory. And the Bearcats are in the freeze. McCullum. Boy, it's down to the nitty-gritty. Rodez bumps into McCullum, but no foul was called. The fans give the referees the raspberries. Rory to Bridges, takes a shot. Back to Avila, 47 seconds to play. Steve Avila to Ray McCullum. He dipsy-doodles in and out. Avila deflected, picks it up, still the Bearcats ball. It was touched by North Central, no question about that. Avila to McCullum, 30 seconds to play. McCullum to Rory, 45-44, the Bearcats by 1 with 24 seconds to play. Avila, in and out. McCullum with 19 seconds to play. McCullum to Avila, 17 seconds to play. Bridges to McCullum. He's fouled on the play. Out of time for 12 seconds. Oh, the phone. We got a timeout call. Morry Mannies along with Brad Groninger. We've got pandemonium almost. The Bearcats lead by 1. They held the ball from a minute 15 down to 12 seconds. Ray McCullum got inside. He's having some cramp problems. He walks to the free throw line. He will have, I believe, a 1+1. So the pressure's on Little Ray, the smallest kid on the court. The 1+1. Oh, the pressure is tremendous. Ray McCullum at the line, takes his time, puts it up, hits the free throw. Another one, Ray. 12 seconds to play. The Bearcats are up by 2. They lead at 46-44. They need this one extremely. Second free throw. It's up, Ray McCullum. It is up, it is good! 47-44. Bearcats by 3. 11 seconds. Bastian underneath to Purnett. The lay is good. Timeout with 6 seconds to play. Well, the Bearcats were not going to foul. Purnett gets his basket. So we thought it was over, but it's not. No, we didn't think it was over with 12 seconds to play. I thought, Brad, now this is just a personal comment on my part, Bastian was so close to traveling outside the circle, he got an extra half step. A good play into Purnett. They took the bucket, but the important thing, North Central came down and got the bucket very quickly with 6 seconds to go.
Similar situation to last week against Richmond. The Bearcats will have the ball and the 1-point lead, but they take the ball underneath the Panther basket.
And you have to feel the Panthers will be hacking for the ball. If they foul, a couple of seconds could run off the clock. We would come down to the opposite end of the court. But I have to think that if the Bearcats were to miss a free throw, Bastian could hit from anywhere, but the key is the Bearcats have to get the good pass inside and get control of the ball. They cannot throw it away or North Central could win the game.
Well, the number 1 priority is get the ball in bounds within 5 seconds. The number 2 priority, get it in cleanly. If you get it in cleanly, then you can run down the clock or take the personal foul and take the ball at the other end of the court. Down by 1 at the opponent's end of the court can spell death. If you make a mistake, throw the ball away, they put the ball in, and it's all over.
And they've made several mistakes. The Bearcats have turned it over 15 times.
Now, the timeout was called after the basket, so Central has the entire baseline in which to roam to get the ball inside.
Well, the interesting thing about it, Brad, is Ray McCullum hitting 2 pressure-packed free throws. At this point, that is the margin of victory.
All 10 players in Central's backcourt.
Would the Bearcats throw a long pass like they have been known to do before? They want Steve Avila to pass the ball in. He gets 5 seconds. We await us into Bridges. Now it's to McCullum. Ray's fouled. Ray McCullum is fouled. 1 second tick off the clock. Now Ray gets the pressure again.
5 seconds to play. Keep in mind, Brad, it took North Central 6 seconds to score. After the last one, there were 12 seconds on the clock. Ray's having the leg cramp problems, as we said. Ray McCullum will be at the free throw line. Look who they've got posted at center court. Livers and Bastion. They would be the two to take the outlet pass with 5 seconds to go. The Bearcats cannot foul either, of course. They have to be very, very careful. So Ray McCullum needs to take them one at a time. He's hit 2 pressure-packed free throws. The first free throw goes up and it's no good. Rebound. Stolen. Bastion. 2 seconds. He gets the shot off. No good. The Bearcats have won the Semi-State. The Bearcats have won the Semi-State again. The defending state champions go to the Final Four. The Bearcats have won the Semi-State. The final score, 47 for the Bearcats, 46 for North Central.
Troy Bridges scorched the nets for 17 points, and Central High School's Bearcats, the defending state champions, were in the Final Four for the 16th time. The opponent in the afternoon round of the state finals was the Terre Haute South Braves. We asked Coach Bill Harrell about Terre Haute's size and strength.
Thompson's an awful aggressive player underneath, and Mahurin at 6'9" is awful aggressive, and I think the officiating may have a little something to do with it. If they let them pound the boards real strong, it might hurt us. However, if we block out and they come over the backs, I think the quality of referees that we have in the state championship game, that they should make the calls.
We've talked about 2 things throughout tournament play, Bill. Number 1 has been tempo, the other has been poise, and the Bearcats have certainly had each of those.
Yeah, we're proud of the way our kids have played at this point, and they realize that, we're getting down to 7 nights of the season's over, and we hope that we can make it 9 nights.
Bill, we'll look forward to talking to you before tonight's championship game if things go well today.
So it was a rematch between the two teams who decided the 1978 state championship. The Bearcats were 22-5, and the Braves were 25-2, and had won 18 in a row. The first quarter was tied 14-14 as we joined play. 15 seconds remain in the first half.
Back to McCullum with 15 seconds to play, standing in the center circle. Down to 12 seconds, and Bill Harrell says make your move with 10. He wants a little more time. Down to 8, 7, 6, 5. McCullum shooting, hitting! That's the end of the first half of play. Ray McCullum with a 17-foot jump shot has put the Bearcats on top of Terre Haute South at halftime.
And with seconds to go in the third period, the game was tied again at 43-43.
13 seconds to play, and again the Bearcats have the ball in the closing seconds of the quarter. 6 seconds. Rory with 4 seconds. There's McCullum driving, jumping, shooting, hitting again! Ray McCullum hits at the quarter, and the Bearcats again score at the end of the quarter, and McCullum's got 19, and the third quarter's over.
And with seconds to play in regulation, the Bearcats had a chance for the victory.
We're down to 13 seconds. McCullum will now bring it across the timeline with 10, 9, 8, 7. Avila flips into the free throw circle, takes the shot, no good. Rebound, held ball, overtime. Would you believe another overtime?
So it was overtime again with Terre Haute. Could the Cats do it again? Excitement continued in the overtime period.
We got Cameron in the corner, doesn't take the shot. Outside the ball, go back to Cameron. I'm sure the Bearcats would like to have had the first half here. Remember, Richmond got the ball in the overtime, Brad, and they kept it a minute. It's down to Thompson. Thompson on a fall-away, missing. Rebound, Bearcats. Hold it down, Troy. Bearcats have it on the outside with 2:38 to go. This is about the same way, and McCullum takes a shot. Now moves in for the shot. Hits it again! McCullum hits again. He's got 25 points. Muncie Central is the only team in the Final Four to play an overtime tournament game this year. And they played a lot last year. 55-53. There's Mulholland. Over he gets to the Thompson, turning, missing. Rebound, Bearcats! Carmichael to McCullum. 2 minutes, 11 seconds to play, and Central on top. McCullum has it slapped away. He gets it back. Steve Avila, Dipsy Doodle, in and out and around with 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes. Cross-court pass, McCullum. Guarded by Cameron. Cameron can't stick with him. Back to Rory to Avila. Now it's to McCullum. 1:50 to play. Little Ray penetrating. Passes off to Bridges. He would never have gotten the shot off. It's in McCullum. He takes it back outside and gets it off to Rick Rory. 1:37 to play. We're in overtime. McCullum back out to Steve Avila.
Av to the left side. The bouncer to Rick Rory. Rick is double teamed. Back to Av. A minute 27. Bridges underneath. Hitting a lay-in. Bridges scoring. 4-point Bearcat lead. A minute 19 to play. Here we go in overtime. Stolen by McCullum. Stolen by Ray McCullum. McCullum has been all over the court. 25 points to Little Ray. Crosses the timeline with a minute to play. Back to Rory. Rory to McCullum. Ray has it stripped away but gets it back. Now he's double teamed again. Back to Rory over to Avila. 55 seconds to play. Avila to McCullum. Little Ray double teamed. Look at that kid go. Back to Bridges in the corner. Rory tries to get it to McCullum and does so. Now Ray down around the free throw circle outside to Rory with 39 seconds. Back to McCullum. McCullum almost exhausted. Back to Rory. Back to Avila. Back to McCullum. Back to Bridges. Bridges on the baseline. Outside it goes to Rory. Foul called. Two shots. 25 seconds to play. Terre Haute wants a timeout. I want a timeout. Well, here's the situation. The Bearcats will be at the free throw line. And who's going to the line? Rory. Yeah, Rick Rory will be at the line. Now, Rick missed the front end of a 1+1 a minute ago, and I'm sure they waited till he got the ball, Brad, so they could foul him. Hopefully that the sophomore would miss the free throws. He gets 2 on the intentional foul, and he missed number 1. So the pressure's showing. Come on, Rick. Settle down. Get us 1. 25 seconds to play. Need this one, Rick Rory. He missed both. Rebound is taken off to Terre Haute. Cameron comes down court, driving, laying it up, hitting the shot. No basket! No basket! Then we have basket interference. There was a Terre Haute man on the net as the ball was over the goal. Basket interference. That's a good call. Excellent call. The ball was on the rim. He got in the net. The net is a part of the basket. Basket interference. Terre Haute, the Central Bearcats have the ball with a 4-point lead.
And a free throw by Ray McCullum, one of his 26 points during the game. 2 more by Carmichael sealed the Bearcat victory, 60-55. And the purple and white were in the state championship game against another North Central Conference team, the Anderson Indians. The Bearcats were seeking to defend their 1978 crown and win their 7th state championship. The Indians, with 3 crowns, had not won the state since 1946. The first Anderson-Muncie game was played back in 1904. And this was to be the 110th meeting between the arch rivals. The Bearcats had won 57 and the Indians 52. Bill Harrell reflected on the afternoon victory and assessed the Anderson Indians.
Coach, congratulations on just an excellent performance today.
Thank you very much, Morry. We feel very fortunate to win the ball game. We thought they were a great big team, and we played about the way we thought we had to win.
You out-rebounded them.
Yeah, we were happy with that. Of course, we stacked back in there pretty good on them and made them take the outside shot, and Bogle was the only one that really hurt us.
I thought a real key decision on your part when Steve Avila was shaken up. Mark Abril came in, made a jump ball situation a possible situation for you. You got the ball down by 2, and then McCullum tied the score.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing we could do. You know, it's not brilliant there, but it's better to do that than lose the tip.
I know you'd like to improve that free throw shooting of 60%.
Yeah, we can't stand that. I was a little disappointed in that. I was hoping we'd go about 90% today for confidence, and especially a little Ray. But, tonight's another night.
You're playing a good ball club, one with extreme quickness. You've met before, and you have to feel that, they're just about as dangerous as anyone you've played all year.
Oh, yeah. Anderson has an excellent ball club, and they had the early game today, and we just hope that we've got enough stamina to get out there and do our job.
Halfway through the first quarter, the Bearcats found themselves down by 6 points, but then they caught fire.
Bearcats down by 6 midway in the first period, and they need some help right now. Avila to McCullum to Rory, down deep to Carmichael, got position, hits the shot. Johnny Carmichael comes through and makes it 2 out of 2 for him. He has 4, Avila has 4, the only 2 Bearcat scorers thus far. 4:31 to play, first period. Here is Skaggs in the corner. Skaggs out to Campbell, across to Teague, firing, missing, rebound, back up, no good. Out of bounds, we got a foul on Skaggs over the top. I believe it's on Skaggs. Now I'll hold the phone as I wait for the signal on the official. It is on Pat Skaggs, his first foul. So the Bearcats get the ball back, and Brett Campbell will do a little picking up in defensive court. Backs off quickly as Steve Avila comes up the defensive court for Central High School. Looks to the right side. There's Bridges. Lead pass down to Carmichael, hitting. So they're going to Carmichael, breaking away from his man. It's 12-10. Anderson by 2, and John's got 3 for 3. There's a 3-second violation on Lyle Kurtz, and it's back to Central. Isn't it amazing, Brad, how when Bill Harrell calls timeout, the Bearcats come back after the timeout and seem to put them on the board. So predictable. We've seen it all year. Here's Avila, off to Bridges. Troy, out to Av. Turnaround, Rory. Corner, McCullum. He's scoreless so far. Back to Avila. Penetrating the lane, deflected away. Anderson's ball. Sean Teague breaking all the way. Layup good. Nice play. Teague the steal and the bucket. Slapped it away from Av on the pass. Here's McCullum. And Campbell doing a good job on Ray McCullum thus far. Ray got a bit of a slow start today, but he opened up in the second period. Avila got slapped in the eyes, evidently. McCullum hitting. McCullum snaking through and getting his first shot. He scores. There was evidently an official timeout. Avila, I think, got kind of slapped in the eyes just as he made the pass. He says he's okay. And now Troy Bridges comes over to talk with the official. He's got some sort of problem, and he'll talk to Bill Harrell on the sideline. And he may have received a cut on the lip or something. Rick Peckinpah working with him right now. 3 minutes and 17 seconds to play, first period. 14-12, the Indians by 2. Bridges is okay. He's back on the court. And the Bearcats will deploy defensively as the Indians come up. Sean Teague and Brett Campbell are the men in charge of the basketball as they will advance. They lead it by 2. Up the line comes Campbell. He gets it across. The officials, Jerry Petro and Roger DeYoung. 3:07 to go, and Anderson wanting the Bearcats to come out of the zone. Bearcats switch out a little bit and come on. Here's Campbell. Works on Avila. Tries to go. Can't make it. Back to Teague. Over to Campbell. Campbell, top of the circle, right side. Double teamed. Tries to get it back outside and does right in front of us. Almost stolen by Avila. Campbell gets it back. Now takes it down to the baseline. Feeds outside again to Kurtz. Kurtz over to Campbell. Campbell, good first game this afternoon, but fouled out early in the fourth period with 13 points. Here comes Teague underneath. The layup is good by Johnson. Johnson hits again. He has 3 fielders now. And Henry Johnson has 6, and the Bearcats find themselves 4 points back again. Avila right side. Bridges scoreless on the game. Rory. Avila inside Bridges, turning, hitting left-handed. Troy Bridges on the left-hand sweep. The feed Avila. Steve Avila coming in with 145 assists for the season and 62 steals, the best in both categories for the Cats. Bridges, 11.8 average, and this afternoon picked up 11 points, hit 5 of 10, and had 10 rebounds. Outside is Campbell. 16-14, Anderson by 2. Anderson playing a more deliberate game tonight. There's Teague moving in. Corner to Johnson. Johnson throws it away. Avila to McCullum. Lost the handle. Got it back. There's Bridges. Long-range pass. And he's called for traveling. He went up for the shot. He was defended against and brought the foot down before the pass. And I think that's a good call. That was a very alert call by the official. Brad kind of shrugs his shoulders. He is the ever defensive person in behalf of the striped shirts. And Brad, I don't think you agreed with that call.
No comment.
Okay, here we go. Outside is Teague. Teague back over to Kurtz. Kurtz waits for Teague, picked up by McCullum. 1:24 to play in the first period. Now Kurtz almost slapped away McCullum. Now it's back over to Teague, driving, pulling up, down in the corner, wrinkles it back outside. Anderson playing more of a Muncie Central style game right now. Teague moving to the left side. The question is, can they be as disciplined as the Bearcats? Most experts say no. Here's Campbell. Stolen by Avila. Steve Avila cut in behind and got another steal. Down comes Steve. Head of the circle. In the lane. Feeds off. Rory deflected by Skaggs. Fast break. Stolen by Bridges. Bearcats get it back. Bridges lead past McCullum. 45 seconds to play. Avila working in. Cross-court Carmichael up. No good. Rebound. Taken off. We've got Skaggs and a foul over the top. 2 fouls on Pat Skaggs. He's their tallest man, their biggest gunner, and he's got 2 fouls. See if it's a common foul or see if the Bearcats might have been in a rebounding position for shooting. I think probably common underneath.
That's only the second personal foul call of the game, and both of them are against the big 6'6 senior Pat Skaggs.
Bearcats can tie. Bridges outside Ray McCullum. Ray's got just 2. There he comes. The layup good. McCullum goes all the way on Skaggs. He ties the score. Ray McCullum ties the score for the second time at 16.
And the score was extremely close throughout the second quarter. Action was still hot midway in period 3.
Level wanted to pump. Now it's to Rory, down to Steve Avila. Back out to Rick. The Bearcats lead it. Rick Level, down under. Got Carmichael, turning to Rory, hitting. Rick Rory gives the Bearcats a 3-point lead. Maybe their biggest lead, Brad. I can't recall a 3-point lead before. 41-38. Central by 3. And the Bearcat fans are hoping that McCullum can return to action, but I'm not optimistic at this point. Bill Harrell wants the defense to get back. Brett Campbell working, gets it to Estes. You know, we can't overlook the fact that Skaggs is on the bench with 4, so Anderson is pretty well crippled too, Brad. In the corner, Henry Johnson hitting. Oh, he's been tough in that corner. He had missed, 2 shots tonight? He has now 14 points. 41-40. He's missed 2. 7 out of 9 for Henry Johnson from the field. Rick Rory down to Carmichael. John on the turn. Tries to get under. Foul on Estes. He can't handle Carmichael. Reed Estes cannot handle John Carmichael, and Norm Held knows it. Norm is upset, throws his hands at the official and says, hey, you need your contacts. Bearcats get it out on the common foul underneath. Another super game. Troy Bridges on the drive. Nice layup. Good. Bridges scoring. 43-40. That's a move I don't see Troy make very often. 8 points for him. Great body control, great hang time, and a good move. 3-point span Central. Teague driving. Hey, deflected by Level. Fast break, Ricky Level. He's fouled in the plane. There's 3 on Campbell. 3 on Campbell. Oh, he's going to touch the ball there, Brad. A roll right over in front of us. The common foul again. That's 4 on Anderson. Or is it the bonus? We have a timeout. Right. Steve Avila has the ball. Ricky Level just stole the ball and was fouled by Campbell, getting his 3rd foul. Pat Skaggs has 4 for Anderson. Troy Bridges is open. Missing. Could have used that one. Rebound off to the Indians. Brett Campbell on the break. He palmed the ball. Hold it. He palmed the ball. That's right. I called it before I heard the whistle, but I saw that palm. And Bill Harrell had told us before the game he palms with his left hand, Brad, and he did it. There was no question. Well, the Bearcats with 1:44 now have possession of the ball and a 3-point lead. The Bearcats are in the bonus. Muncie Central has 2 fouls to waste. Here's Ricky Level to Steve Avila to Rick Rory. The Bearcats going for state champion number 7. Anderson going for state champion 4. Ricky Level up, missing. Rebound, Henry Johnson. Nobody there. Everybody blocked out for the Bearcats, and down comes Sean Teague in the corner. Teague backs it up, now penetrates. Down on the baseline is Estes. Estes to Teague. To Campbell. I don't know if Campbell's fired from the outside yet. There it is. No good. Rebound Bridges. Down to Avila. Sees an opening. Comes down. And he missed it. It's in and out. Rebound taken off by Lyle Kurtz. A minute to play. 3rd period. Looks like we go down to the wire again. Here's Sean Teague. Faking. Turning. Outside to Campbell. Campbell will back it up. Skaggs on the bench with 4 fouls. Down it goes to Teague, no good. Johnson up. Good! Henry Johnson, 8 out of 10. And 16 points. He has been tough. McCullum has not reappeared. 32 seconds to play, period 3. Rory to Avila. Avila on the outside with 23 seconds, back to Level, and Ricky's really got the pressure on him. Let's see who gets the last second shot now. Well, they ought to be going to Carmichael a little more, Brad, I would think, with Estes not being able to hand him. Here comes Avila throwing it away. 8 seconds. Campbell behind his back pass. Out of bounds. The Bearcats get the ball with 5 seconds to play. What a time to throw behind the back pass. Not a high percentage at all. Avila with 4 seconds. Bridges firing. Oh! Bridges hit the shot from 30 feet. Troy Bridges from 30 feet. I think he did the same thing in the Anderson game earlier this season.
With 3.5 minutes left, the Indians had cut the margin to just 3 points. Let's go back to Market Square Arena.
Bridges on the outside to Carmichael. Underneath, layup. We got a foul. Somebody did the chopping on that play. Johnson gets a foul. He goes out. Carmichael at the line. The Bearcats will have extreme pressure from here on out defensively, and of course the free throws are critical. John would have had an easy bucket, Brad, had he not been fouled. John Carmichael tonight has 8 points. The free throw is up. It is good. He drilled it. Set for free throw number 2 for John Carmichael. It's up. It is good. 2 in a row for John. 5-point Bearcat lead, 55-50. Anderson needs to score. There's Teague on the move inside. He hits again. 3-point lead. Central on top. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to play. The Bearcats play it tight and Avila's fouled. The foul called on Sean Teague, and that's 4. He's hurt the Bearcats here late, Brad. He's been able to penetrate inside.
Very agile, very quick guard. Defensively, he's picked up Avila the last 3 or 4 times down the floor. And now Steve will be at the free throw line. Steve has been there on 2 occasions, connecting on both ends of a one-on-one. Each time he's been up to the stripe. 55-52, Muncie Central over Anderson. Avila with the one-on-one.
Steve Avila has 8 points. Looking at number 9. It's up. It's good. 9 for Av. Looking at double figures for Steve. 56-52. Central by 4. 2:16 to play. Up again by Steve Avila. Good. 57-52. Bearcats by 5 again. We're just over 2 minutes to play. Down we come. Johnson in the corner. Missed one finally. Rebound Carmichael. Johnny out with the ball. Av down the court. Slow it down. Steve, he lost the ball. Fast break. Underneath the layup. Good. Coach got the layup. Avila's tired. I think that's part of the problem. 16 turnovers for Central. Here comes McCullum with 1:49 to play. Over to Avila. Steve Avila waits for Rick Rory with 1:43 to play. Bearcats by 3, 57-54. Avila lost the ball. Picks it up. Slaps it back to McCullum. Ray McCullum is double teamed. Brings it in. Down the lane. Under to Carmichael. John up for the shot. Hitting! Carmichael scoring. What a gutty play. 59-54, 1:21 to play. Bearcats by 5 in the corner. Johnson out to Campbell. Campbell to Johnson. The shot's up. Missing. Rebound Bearcats. 1:09. McCullum. The Bearcats are a minute away from their 7th state championship and their 2nd in a row. They lead by 5. Steve Avila just worn out. He gets it to Bridges. He's tied up again. Oh, the pressure. Steve Avila will jump, and McNeese will jump against him. I think they slipped McNeese in on the jump, Brad. He should not have jumped. There's the tap to Teague. Teague on the outside, moving right side. Back out to Teague. Teague on the left side. There's Campbell firing. Hitting! 59-56. Avila inbounds McCullum. He got it back. He's fouled. McCullum is fouled in the play. Brett Campbell on the arm. So it comes down to the free throws again. 4 on Brett Campbell. And tiny Ray McCullum, who left the game with leg cramps midway in the 3rd period, returned to begin the 4th. Ray McCullum just hit the first free throw, and the second one's good, and the Bearcats go up by 5 again. 61-56. 35 seconds to go. There's the pass to Teague. Driving, jumping, shooting, deflected. Rebound is taken off underneath. We've got a foul. John Carmichael gets the foul. John Carmichael called for the personal foul. It's not over, Brad. The dangerous thing now, Anderson is shooting with the clock stopped, as it normally does with free throws. Oh, hold it. That's a common foul. They haven't fouled 5 times yet. Only, 3 fouls in the second half?
3 fouls on the Bearcats. They have another on the waist here in the last 28 seconds.
Johnson over to Kurtz, firing, hitting again. 61-58. 21 seconds to play. Avila brings it down to McCullum. He is fouled. McCullum is fouled by Johnson, and Ray will go to the line with 17 seconds. It is not over.
And an excellent display of sportsmanship by Johnson. He went directly over to McCullum to see if he was all right, and Ray will step at the free throw line again.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bearcats are 17 seconds away from history again. They did it in 51 and 52, back-to-back. Can they do it in 78-79? Ray McCullum towing the line will get 2 free throws with 17 seconds to play. The free throw is up by Ray. Good! Oh, this kid. 18 points for Ray McCullum. He has turned into be the Jack Moore of 1979. A second free throw for Ray McCullum could make it a 5-point lead with 17 seconds to go. He missed it. It's not over. 17 seconds to play. Campbell coming down, putting up a jump shot, missing. Rebound is up, no good. Bridges gets the rebound. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Bridges is fouled on the play with 6 seconds to go. It's about over. It's about over. 6 seconds to go. It looks like the Bearcats again. 62-58. The Central Bearcats are going to win their 7th state championship. And Brad, it may just be Bearcat Magic 1979. You may have done it 2 years in a row without a loss. Bridges, McCullum, Avila, Carmichael, and Rory with an assist from Level and Long tonight. Moore was in. Here's the picture. The Bearcats lead by 4. 62-58. 6 seconds to play in the game. Troy Bridges, an 80% free throw shooter, is at the line. The Bearcat fans are poised. We'll have all the celebration afterwards. We'll have the interviews. We'll have the comments. We'll have everything. And Troy Bridges at the line. It's up. It's good. 5-point lead for Central. 63-58. And this great Bearcat team and this great Bearcat coaching staff and great Bearcat cheering section. Bridges hits again. 64-58. 6 seconds to play. Down it goes. Up for Teague. The shot's good. It's 64-60. The ball game is over. The ball game is over. The Bearcats have won the state championship. The Bearcats have won the state championship for the second year in a row. They've won their 7th state championship. The final score, 64 for the Muncie Central Bearcats and 60 for the Anderson Indians. And the Bearcats are number 1 in the state of Indiana one more time. 7 for the purple and white Muncie Central Bearcats. It's Bearcat Magic 1979.
The purple and white had done it again. They had duplicated the back-to-back crowns of the 51-52 Bearcat teams. We talked with some of the happy champions.
John Carmichael going to bring the teddy bear over here. Big John, you won it. Another big victory, a ring for each hand. What's that you got in your hand?
Oh, this is a teddy bear. It's Freeman's teddy bear.
And he's been the symbol of luck the whole time.
Yeah, we put him on out the rim every time we win.
Look at that, John. We've got a banner that says Muncie Central State Champs 1979 already made up. Great game, Johnny.
Thank you.
John Carmichael, a senior member of the Bearcats, as they have unfurled their state championship banner for 1979. And here's Wally Sparks coming up. Wally, you got 2 gold medals, 2 gold rings. Is it any better the second time around?
Well, you know, it's just such a great thrill both times. It's hard to explain, but it's more special to me because I'm a senior this year. And, you know, I came up through all 4 years with these guys. Big John helped us out with his lucky shoes. He wore them to this game last year, and we don't break any superstition. We don't like to have anything working against us.
Steve Avila coming to me. Steve, you got 2 rings, 1 for each finger.
Just great. We just worked together all year, and the coaches got us play to the best of our potential, and just great to play for a man like that. I prayed for this moment for a long time, and it's come through.
Did you really think they could do it again this year, Steve, at the beginning of the season?
I knew we had the potential, you know, but anything could happen in a tournament. You can get knocked off by anybody on a given night if they play their best and you don't play very good at all. But we just took them one at a time, just like last year, and tried to come out every game, you know, and just play like we were capable of.
Got Ray McCullum here, my favorite guard today. 26 points this afternoon, Ray. What'd you have, leg cramps late in the game?
I sprung my ankle. I went up to block Campbell's shot, and he passed it up. He passed it off.
So you just came down badly on the ankle?
I came down this foot and it twisted.
How about when you came back in? Was it still affecting your movement when you came back in?
Not really. The pacer trainer taped it real good, and it helped a lot.
Ray, you hit 11 of 12 this afternoon. You had 26 points. You took it to the big guy a couple of times and surprised him. You drove the lane a couple of times tonight. How is it that Ray McCullum can play out there in such tight situations and looks so calm?
Practice.
Well, the Bearcats had won their 7th state championship, and we talked with Bill Harrell, who had masterminded another state crown.
Here's my man, wearing his 2nd gold medal, and Bill Harrell, you did it again.
Well, Morry, the guys did it. I just sit over there and watch.
Listen, you did a little bit. I saw you doing some chess playing over there, but by golly, you were down by 8. 32-24. The kids got back within 4 at halftime. I know you were a bit concerned then.
Yeah, we had to have a little bit more patience the second half. So we went to our patience offense, and it paid off because I think we scored the first 5 points or 7 in the third quarter.
We all breathed a sigh of relief when McCullum came back out on the court, but I thought Ricky Level came in and did a whale of a job in reserve.
He and Freddie Long both did fantastic jobs while they were in there. They gave us a boost, and we knew we had some guys who were ready to play. And when little Ray got back, we knew what we wanted to do last quarter.
I know you weren't unhappy to see Skaggs foul out of the game.
No, not at all.
You told me before the game you thought Brett Campbell palmed the ball 5 times this afternoon. He was caught 3 times tonight.
Yeah, and they didn't get him this afternoon, but they got him tonight about 3 times.
Hey, did you go to the stall earlier than you had wanted to? It seemed to me with about 6.5 minutes you were really slowing it down.
Yeah, we went when we wanted to. We were in the bonus, and we felt like we could hit the free throws. We could get them to foul us, so we went to the spread. They did a good job on defense against it. We changed a couple of things during the timeouts, and when you got a lead, if you can protect it, you're not playing against the team. You're playing against the time. And our kids have learned that pretty well, and I think that's one of the reasons why we've been as successful as we have.
Carmichael hit you a big bucket low on the baseline with about 1.5 minutes to go, which was a big one.
It sure was. John did a good job, as did everybody.
Yeah, everybody did the job. You got a ring for each finger. You got a medallion for each year. What's next, Bill?
Hey, I don't know, Morry. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Well, I know you told me before the sectional started, and I was going to talk about it a little bit tonight. You said, hey, if we win it again, win or lose, where can we go from here? And you kind of indicated that there would be a possibility if a college job came around, you might consider it.
If it's a big major college, I would, but not a small one.
I just want to congratulate you on another great year. The kids were well motivated. They got the job done, a team effort. The kids on the bench are part of the victory, too.
Hey, this is a team. It's not 5 guys. Those guys are working over there on the bench as hard as I was and as our coaches were. And you have to give a lot of credit to Coach Beckenpaw and Coach Smith and Jerry Edwards and Jim Fields, because they all have a hand in this. They all worked as hard as I did, and they deserve as much the credit as I do.
How about those purple and white fans? You just gave that number 1 signal, too.
Hey, I tell you, they're fantastic. And all those people back home who didn't have tickets, hello to you, baby. You're sweet.
For the 2nd consecutive year, the Central High School Bearcats brought the state championship trophy back to Muncie, Indiana. Co-captain Steve Avila presented the championship trophy to Central principal Jim Pugh.
On behalf of the Muncie Central 1979 state championship basketball team, the team members, the managers, and everyone that had to do with a little part of this, we'd like to present this to the school.
Let me make mine short. It's just tremendous to have a 2-year run with this kind of success. The entire student body and the faculty are to be commended. You're all a part of it, and the fans too. And now for my friend, Indiana and the United States best basketball coach, Bill Harrell.
Thank you. As Jackie Gleason would say, how sweet it is. In my opinion, Muncie has fans that are fantastic.
Bearcat Magic 1979. Another team effort by those who know what hard work and dedication can bring. Seniors Steve Avila, John Carmichael, Troy Bridges, Ray McCullum, Ricky Level, Freeman Galloway, Freddie Long, Wally Sparks, and Greg Moeller. And juniors Mark Abril and Vance Shear, and sophomore Rick Rory. Once again, let's relive the closing seconds of state championship number 7.
64-58. 6 seconds to play. Down it goes. Up for Teague. The shot's good. It's 64-60. The ball game is over. The ball game is over. The Bearcats have won the state championship. The Bearcats have won the state championship for the 2nd year in a row. They've won their 7th state championship. The final score, 64 for the Muncie Central Bearcats and 60 for the Anderson Indians. And the Bearcats are number 1 in the state of Indiana one more time. 7 for the purple and white Muncie Central Bearcats. It's Bearcat Magic 1979.
I want to thank sincerely Brad Groninger for his color commentary and technical assistance in the preparation of this program, to WLBC Radio for the use of the audio portions of the play-by-play, and to the players, coaches, and administration of Muncie Central High School. We also want to thank the managers, cheerleaders, pep band, parents, and friends who helped the Bearcats in their quest for the state title in 1979. This is Morry Mannies, hoping you've enjoyed reliving the exciting moments of Muncie Central Bearcat basketball 1979. And I'll end by saying, Mr. Bearcat, Herbie Houck, one more time in '79.